Update out of Steamboat Springs. Super great stop. Really good stop for the last town in Colorado. Had everything you needed. People there were nice. Took about 30 minutes to get a hitch in. You got to hitch in with a lady who said she coaches girls mountain biking. So it took about 30 minutes in, about 5 minutes out. Also from a mountain biker. There's a lot of recreation in Steamboat, so the mountain bike people kind of know what you're doing. There was a huge race on Friday and Saturday when I got there, a gravel mountain bike race. So prices were really elevated, which worried me for a minute as far as lodging. But after the race was over and it cleared out, it went down to under half the price for lodging. You can get a room for like 80 to 100 bucks. Nice room near Safeway, near Walmart. Place I stayed had a sauna, hot tub, pool, activity room. It was a 5-minute walk from Safeway. Yeah, great stop. The ski shops there have everything a hiker would need. Fuel was surprisingly cheap there. So yeah, great stop. I feel really good. Didn't ruin my pockets the way some of the other towns have. Got new shoes, got a new outfit, new pants and shirt. I had hemmed both of them. Thanks, Mom, sending that to me. So feeling a lot better. Feet feeling better. Those shoes were getting to the end. Colorado was brutal on that pair of Ultras. So yeah, up near Rabbit Ears Mountain, I think it's called. It actually looks like rabbit ears. And be into Wyoming in 4 or 5 days. Probably spend the 4th of July in encampment. Then I'm gonna meet a group of hikers up in that area. So no fireworks, I'm assuming. Colorado's largely on fire right now. Wish I was exaggerating, but part of the trail back behind me is closed. People having to get off. Luckily, I'm ahead of that. There's one large fire in Wyoming. Hopefully fire season doesn't affect Wyoming too bad, but we'll see how it goes. It's hot. I'm already sweating. Been out here for about 30 minutes. Supposed to be record high temps in the next few days. I think up towards like 100. So it'll be nice to stop here in a few days in Wyoming. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it, get back to hiking. Good morning from the CDT. I am in Wyoming. I think the last update I remembered to do was Colorado, had a Steamboat. So that was my last stop. And then, yeah, got into Wyoming. The border's kind of non-eventful. You just walk through. There's no big town like Chama to go into. But the next day, I did catch a hitch. It's a long hitch down into encampment, which is a tiny little town. There's not much there. The people are super nice. People in Wyoming so far have been really nice. Small town America. It's like a general store, a gas station. You could resupply, be on the more expensive side and be a little simple. There are a few places to stay around there, but I got there on the 3rd. So for the 4th of July, things were booked up all around there. All the hotels were. I ended up going down into Saratoga, which is about another 20-minute hitch, but the town's way better as far as amenities. There's a dollar store. There's a lot more there. There's a church hosted hostel there, so that was great. There is a semi RV park and encampment. They have some patches of grass to camp, so you can camp in town there. You can technically get what you need, but I recommend going to Saratoga. And it was a little bigger town for the 4th. So donation-based hostel, which was great. Absolutely great. Super clean. The church people were super nice. Had a full kitchen. Saratoga, yeah, it was an amazing place to be for the 4th of July. They had a pancake breakfast where they fed the whole town. Anyone that showed up could make a donation or whatever and get fed at the fire hall. We had a great time. There was a concert there. Watch fireworks out over the river in the evening from the other towns. And Camp Meta canceled their fireworks as well. So again, another reason there wasn't much going on there. Love the people in encampment. I don't have anything bad to say about encampment. It was just small. It is closer to trail though, so something to keep in mind once you get into Wyoming. Those are kind of your options. Again, there are hotels. I was in a bad situation for getting a hotel. Everything was booked up. A lot of rodeos and stuff, so more people were staying in that town than you would have thought. The parade was pretty big. They had a parade at 11 in the morning. I was actually surprised. The parade was big. There was a lot of people there. People had driven all the way up from Colorado just because that town's cool, has small town vibes, has these huge hot springs too. That's another thing. People come there for the hot springs. Oh look, you still see the moon. Moon's been up real late in the day these past few days. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Saratoga, great stop. Nothing wrong with encampment. Grab your little hotel room. Most of it's going to be simple. I got pretty easy hitches. I had read that the hitches could be difficult. Didn't take me any time at all. And the people were super nice to me that drove me both ways. So recommend Saratoga. Great place to spend the 4th. That's all I can say. Wyoming's really beautiful out on these prairies. The next stop will be Rawlins. I actually walk right through Rawlins. I'm walking into the basin today. So last of the trees. It'll be into exposure for the day, but got a somewhat early start. So a little update from the CDT. Wyoming's beautiful so far. We'll see how the basin goes. I'm gonna get back to hiking. Y'all go take it.